So now in this video we will be dealing with character evidence. The extent of relevancy of character is not the same in both criminal and civil cases. The relevancy differs. So accordingly, we are going to divide extent of relevancy in both criminal and civil cases for this discussion. So these kind of questions are frequently asked in mains examination, so it is really important that we don't skip these sections, right? We have to club both sections 46 and 50 while discussing about character evidence, because these are the two provisions that explains as to how character plays a role in civil and criminal cases. So firstly, section 46. So this provision explains that in civil cases, whether a person could be good or bad, like he has a good character or bad character, it is totally irrelevant in terms of civil cases, because the only thing that matters is what is going to be proved. Okay, what he's trying to prove, the sale deed. So in such case, character is totally ruled out, right? So yeah, that is the rule. So in civil cases, character, whether it is good or bad of a particular person, is totally irrelevant. But this rule has an exception, right? The exception is the central question before the court itself is the character of the person itself. For example, there is a divorce proceeding that is going on. Though adultery has been decriminalized, it is still a ground for getting divorced. So in such case, the central issue will be the character of a person. So in such case, the character of a person can be used, or the court may consider. So next comes the section 50. That is character affecting the damage. So generally in law, one will always be considered as a good person, right? So there is a maximum threshold limit that a person gets only this amount of damages, right? So only when his character is bad, his compensation amount will be reduced. So that is the whole concept here. So when it comes to the knowledge of the court that person possesses a bad character, him being the plaintiff in this case, he will only be given lesser damages, right? And character here is not the reputation. Reputation is different from character, and the court does not consider the reputation but only the character, because reputation is something that others have an opinion on a particular person, but the character is the disposition, that is something what he actually has, right, in him. So the court will only consider the character here in order to determine the damages. Now he's being the plaintiff in the case, so that is really important to know. So now comes the criminal case. Section 47 and 49 deals with character in criminal cases. Even in criminal case, an evidence regarding character, that is regarding a person, cannot be brought directly. But there is an exception for this. The exception is only when the person is supposed to rebut. Like he's in the position of rebuttal. Another person is making allegations upon him saying that he's a bad person. Now he should rebut, saying that he's good. Only in such case, and evidence regarding the character can be directly brought before the court. So now the rule is evidence of character cannot be brought directly, right, before the court. But there is also an exception for this. When the character of a person itself is an issue, then evidence regarding the character can be brought before the court. Also, accused had a previous conviction. So here, if an accused is brought before the court and he was previously convicted, that previous conviction can also be brought as a character evidence before the court, and court will also consider that. And now comes the section 48. So regarding this section, like any sort of sexual offenses, right, I've mentioned some sexual offenses here, like 354. All these type of sexual offenses, in all these sexual offenses, character of the victim with regard to their sexual experiences, previous sexual experiences, is not at all relevant. Because let's face this, like there is a woman who has so much of boyfriends now, but she is subjected to rape. Now, is it just because the woman had multiple boyfriends, is it fair to say that she is getting raped? No, right? End of the day, justice should prevail. And therefore, yeah, that is the whole idea about this particular section. The character regarding the previous sexual experiences is not relevant when it comes to section 48.